Someone very wise once said that we should start at the very beginning because the beginning is a very good place to start. So that is what we're doing today. Welcome to maybe the first ever weekly Parashat Kosher yoga class. My hopes for this practice is that you discover a new and a fresh way to experience Torah in a full body sort of way. You have a little bit of fun, that you feel a little bit closer to Hashem, and that you feel a little bit more integrated in your body, in your soul, in your mind, in your spirit, in all of your parts. So we are going to start. Take a few deep breaths together, and then I'm going to move through a little 7-day, 7-pose series that will take us through Bereshit, 7 days of creation, and then at the end we'll turn it into kind of a little flow sequence, and then we'll get to have a Shabbat. So come along with me, and let's start at the very beginning. All right, we're going to start in a comfortable seat, whatever comfortable looks like for you. For me, comfortable includes sitting on a pillow. So I'm just gonna grab this guy, a friendly sea turtle here, created on the 5th day, right here. And whatever you got it, pillow, blanket rolled up, anything, just on the floor is fine too. Cross one leg in front of the other. All right, settle in here. Close your eyes if that feels available to you. And let's begin. In the beginning. It actually says that in the beginning there was tohu vavohu, which literally translated means something like chaos and emptiness. With your eyes closed, looking at the remnants of the light behind your eyelids, you can kind of get a feel for what chaos and the emptiness might have felt like. I know sometimes my life feels chaotic, yet empty. And the world at that time was tohu vavohu because it didn't yet have a purpose. Elohim, God, hadn't given it structure, hadn't given it boundaries, hadn't given it life. So too with us, if we lack purpose, we lack structure, we lack passion and zeal, we feel empty and chaotic. So as we move through these days of creation and move through these different poses, I hope that we can remember that underneath it all is the desire to create purpose in our world. So as we're sitting here, notice the chaos and let it be. Tohu vavohu. And if that's where you're at right now in your life, what you feel like, if your life feels chaotic and empty, just be encouraged that the Creator of the universe is going to speak into your life and turn what feels chaotic and empty into something beautiful. It's happening right now. And it starts with day 1, when the Creator spoke and there was light. So We're going to start standing up. Move your pillow to the side. Thank you, turtle. And just come to the center of your mat. Feet hip width apart. If you're not sure what hip width apart is, an easy way to measure that for yourself is just put 2 fists together. And there you go. So, stand here for a moment. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Inhale, reach up. Imagine the light coming down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach up again. Imagine the light shining down, filling you up. Exhale, fold. Inhale one more time. And then this time as you exhale, lean to one side. Inhale, straight up and down. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, straight up. Lean back a little bit. Radiating your own light out. Opening the heart, let the light shine out through your chest. And exhale, fold one more time. All right, that's day 1. What was created on day 2? That's right, a firmament. And what is a firmament? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop down. Sit back like you're sitting in a chair. What is the firmament? It's a separation. Inhale, reach up. The firmament separated the upper waters down into chair. Upper waters from the lower waters. It was the sky, it was the expanse, the heavens. Without it, there was no structure, there was no space for things to exist in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sit back. Reach the arms behind you. Stay here for a moment. Keep the knees over the toes. So ask yourself this. Where in my life do I need to create separation, to create a boundary? Inhale, reach up. Exhale one more time into chair. Where do I need to establish boundaries? Where do I need to create space? Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. That's day 2. Inhale, reach up. Day 3, all of the sea was gathered together and the dry land appeared and plants sprouted. So what do we need to be? We need to be a tree. A tree is fun. Take your right foot, plant it rooted into the ground strongly. This is your trunk. And then take your left foot and position it to the side. Propped up right here is perfect. Here is perfect. Here is perfect. Just not right on the knee joint, above it or below it. It's great. Pick your spot. I'm going to choose right on the calf today. Push your foot into your leg and push your leg back into your foot so that you create a balance of forces in both directions, solidifying the strength of your tree so that you can reach up from your roots and sway in the wind without breaking. You're a bendable tree. You're full of life. Release that foot, shake it out. We're going to do the other side right now just to warm it up. So you're planting through the left. Prop that right foot against your leg, wherever feels comfortable for you today. Once you have that equal and opposite pressure grounding you into your base, reach up. Grow your tree. Sway in the wind. Release that leg and shake it out. Take your feet a little bit wider. Wider than shoulders, wider than wider than your hips, maybe a little bit wider than your shoulders. Turn your feet out slightly. We're going to drop down into a low squat. Think about making your hips low and lifting your chest, keeping your knees wide over your feet. Try not to let your knees cave in. I like to put my arms in the middle just to create a gentle pressure opening the hips. Rock back so most of your weight is in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes up off the mat and kind of wiggle them. And just take a few breaths here. If you need, you can sit on a little block underneath your bum. If the deep squat is feeling unavailable to you today, it could be a little bit higher. The more time you spend in this pose, the easier it will get, and the healthier you will become as a human being in general. So day 4, what was created? The sun, the moon, and the stars. So we're gonna squat down like this, and then we're gonna stand up. Burst out like a star, stretch it out, all directions. And then come back in. Stand up and stretch it out. Shine like a star and come back in. One more time, stretch it all the way out. And then come back down. Unfold yourself and then just release forward into a forward fold. And that's day 4. Day 5 is the day that the sea creatures and the sky creatures were created. So for day 5, we're going to do a little flying. So for this, I'm going to orient myself this way on my mat. We're going to take something that's traditionally called crow pose. So the first thing that we're going to do is start in that low squat again, because in this low squat position, you're already exactly the way that you need to be for crow. We're just going to use physics as our friend to tilt ourselves forward over our hands until our little toes lift off the ground. It might sound impossible, but physics makes it possible. You're creating a lever. Your body is a lever. The fulcrum is on your tricep, And you basically just have to get over the fear of falling on your face to get past the tipping point that lifts your toes off the ground. And I will show you what I mean. I plant my hands nice and firmly, shoulder width apart, okay? And then I'm gonna bend at the elbow so that my forearms are perpendicular to the floor. And then I'm leaning forward until at some point, once I'm tilted far enough over my hands, my toes will lift up off the ground and I'll float. I'll fly just a little bit like a bird. So here we go. My knees stay on my triceps, and then I start to lean until I float. And that's really all that it is. And I'm not trying to minimize the difficulty of balancing on your hands. It's very hard. It takes a lot of strength in your arms and in your core. And it also takes a lot of trust that your body is capable of doing something hard. The more that you practice it, the easier it will get. And it might just be a second here or a second there that you get that float. And eventually it'll get quite a bit easier. So just again, showing you what I mean. Planting the hands, knees on the triceps as little platforms. And then you just tilt. And come back. And when you get really excited about flying, what you can do is you get into that float, and then from there you just jump back and end up on your belly, which takes us to day 6. And we lift ourselves up like a cobra. Just a little nod to the Nachash, the snake in the garden. But we're going to take that snake and we're going to turn him to an upside down V. And then from here, we're going to step forward to stand. And we're going to start back up at the top where light came shining down into our world. And then we sat. And then what did we do next? We were a tree. We lifted up into a tree. And then came down to our star squat. And then from here, we float a little bit, just a tiny bit. And then we go lower down to the ground, lift up like a snake, and push it all the way back. Upside down V. I'm going to step forward, do that one more time, so we can get tree on the other side. Lift up, reach, shine your light. And then sit back into a chair. Strong like the firmament. Stand up, find your tree. And then step down star into squatting. And then from this squat, we're going to do one more little float. And then back, lowering ourselves all the way down, lifting up, saying goodbye to that snake in the garden. And here we are. Drop your knees down. Are you ready for day 7 yet? Pause here, knees wide, toes together, forehead resting on the floor. Before we leave our 6 days of creation and enter into the Shabbat rest of this practice, I want to think about the 6th day and how God created man, humankind, how He created us in His image, giving us a spark of His divine attributes, putting them inside us, and how we can radiate that spark in everything that we do. I just want you to think, as we transition now to the resting portion, what does it mean to be created in the image of God? How would your life look different if you truly believed that you were created in the image of Hashem? Make your way onto your back. Roll down, holding onto your knees softly. And then let your knees fall to one side. Eyes closed. Shoulders stay in contact with the floor. You can even turn your head opposite your knees. Lift your knees up, turn them to the other side. What does it mean to me that I am created in the image of the divine? Hug your knees in one more time before releasing them down all the way. Let your feet fall open. Let your hands rest at your sides, palms facing up, shoulders down the back, eyes closed, surrendering the weight of your body into the floor. And just exist here now. The work of creation is done. And the work of our practice for today is done. You don't have to do anything else. I think it's really important to notice that after every day of creation, God said that it is good. He made something, and then He said it was good. And He said that every single day, except on day 6. After he created man, he didn't say that it was good. He said that it was very good. He said, Tov ma'od. Ma'od means very, extremely. So not just good, but extremely good. And the important thing to notice and to internalize about that very, very small but important distinction is that whenever we have a hard time seeing the good in ourselves, when that negative, self-critical voice is dominating the wavelengths in our heads, and all we hear is what's going wrong and what could be better, we need to remember that the creator of the universe said that we are very good, just as we are. Everything that he created on purpose, with such care and intention. And then he said, you know what? This is very good. This is so good that I think that I'm done. I'm just going to rest now. I'm not going to top this. And that was us. So I want you to remember that the next time you're in your head and you're noticing all the things that you wish were different, noticing all the ways that you've screwed up or that other people are better, just remember that you have evidence, a direct quote from the creator of the world saying that you are very good, that all those thoughts that seem to contradict the fact that you are very good don't have any place. They don't have any basis. Tov ma'od. Tov ma'od. As we begin to come back into an awareness of your body and your surroundings, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Notice the sounds around you, the smells, the lights. Notice how your body feels in contact with the floor beneath you. And as you're ready, bring your knees up and turn to one side. Pausing here. Taking a moment to express gratitude to your Creator who made you in His image, who made you very good, and who wants you to realize that your body is a dwelling place for a piece of Him. And begin to sit up. Come back to that seated position that we started in. Keeping your eyes closed, and whisper this short prayer. Thank you, Hashem, for creating the world with purpose, giving the world structure, giving it light and life. And doing the same for each of us in our lives. May we be reminded that the source of life comes from you, that you have put us here for a reason, that there's no one else in this world that can accomplish what you have put us on this earth to do. Thank you, Hashem. May we not forget the truth of how you feel about us, that we're very good. Thank you for being good. And thank you for giving us a piece of your creative spark. May we move into the rest of our day and the rest of this week, holding a little bit more light, feeling a little bit more of that purpose. Thank you for joining me for this little foray into Bereshit, the first parsha in the Torah. There will be more of these as I'm able to make them, so bear with me. But the goal is to do one for every week, for every parsha, and turn it into something that we can experience with our whole bodies in a way that makes the Torah real for us today, brings Hashem's presence closer to us, into our lives, into our bodies, and deepens our relationship with Him and our experience of the life that He gave us. So, thank you for being here. I hope that you'll be back. Shabbat Shalom. We'll see you next time. Remember, you are very good.